Hey friends, what are you doing on a daily basis to cultivate gratitude? Personally, gratitude is my number one go-to spiritual practice. It is a daily practice multiple times a day, and I credit gratitude with literally transforming my life, my perspective, just my joy, my sense of grounding, everything positive that I can identify in my life comes from gratitude. And actually, gratitude helps me identify all the positive things in my life, right? It's a two-way street. So, what are you doing on a daily basis to cultivate gratitude? A while back, I know there was a popular thing about three gratitudes a day, and people were posting to Facebook their three gratitudes. There's neuroscience and a lot of research to show that gratitude really does rewire the brain. Human beings tend to have a negativity bias, right? We're pessimists by nature. I think that biologically that protected us, anticipate the bad and, to be prepared and all of those things. And yet, when we're only looking at or training ourselves consciously, unconsciously to call out and notice and comment on what is bad in ourselves, in the world, in other people. All of that negativity, all of that criticism wires us to be very negative, and it on a physical level in our bodies, on an emotional, spiritual level, I think there's a heaviness that constricts, limits, suppresses some of the most beautiful things we're capable of as human beings, right? Closes off our heart, keeps us playing very small, keeps us fearful and anxious, has us not be hopeful for what is possible, right? Now, we can rewire that, and we can start to be more optimistic. We can start to see the good. In Judaism, this is actually called hakarat hatov. It is a practice, which literally means to name or call out what's good. So in Judaism, we start in the morning with daily morning prayers, which are all about naming and calling out what is good in our daily life in the morning. I'm going to do a practice and model for you soon, something that I think that you could take with you as to add to your own toolkit. But in every culture, in every religion, there is an emphasis on giving thanks, on praising, whether that be praising God, praising another person, praising a child, right? Receiving and giving gratitude as a practice lifts us up. It lifts us up biochemically, physiologically. It changes us to open our hearts, to feel joy. So, I want to share a few wisdom teachings and then I'm going to model a gratitude practice. One teaching comes from Chief Tecumseh of the Shawnee tribe. When you arise in the morning, give thanks for the morning light, for your life and strength. Give thanks for your food and the joy of living. If you see no reason for giving thanks, the fault lies in yourself, right? We have the ability to choose our perspective. It's like the story of the two wolves. Which wolf are you feeding? The one of negativity and pessimism. Everything's bad, everything's wrong, the world is horrible, there's no hope, I'm in despair. Or are we feeding the one that says, let's let's see, and what can I do? And how can I put goodness and kindness in the world? And what else is possible? And what are my ideals and hopes? And am I working towards those? Right? So it's up to us to choose gratitude as a way of life, as a way of being, as a way of showing up in the world. Another teaching comes from Reb Nachman of Bratslav, one of my favorite Hasidic rabbis. The Hebrew, he says, Tismach al tirerak et hara, tismach tire et hatov. So it means be joyful, be happy. Don't just look at what's bad. Be joyful, look at what is good. Bechol davar yesh davar nistar. In everything, in every situation, there's something hidden there. There's something hidden that we might not see obviously on the surface. Chafetz ve'emtzat hatov. You need to kind of like desire it and search for and find what is good in yourself in any situation. I have a lot of clients who are really despairing right now about the state of the world and politics and what they fear is coming down the pike next. And they're living now in a state of misery because of that. And they're really disconnected from their own ability to experience joy. They're only seeing the negative, the negative, the negative. They're not seeing any possibility of positivity. I see this a lot with teenagers too, sadly, that mostly around climate issues and what we've done to this earth and the way things are going, and kind of like the tipping point and crisis point for the survival of this planet and human beings with having what we need. Teens are really pessimistic and it affects everything for their sense of what they can do and be in the future. And if they get stuck in that negativity, it can really, really shut them down, right? Really shut them down from living to their highest potential. So, several practices for gratitude. One thing, like I said, morning prayer practice, morning meditation practice, an evening practice. At evening, I journal. I keep a gratitude journal by my bed, and every night I spend anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes just expressing gratitude, handwriting. I am grateful for, and really rethinking my day and finding emtsa et hatov, finding and calling out what was good in my day, right? There are bad things that happen in my day too. There are days that are hard. There are days that I'm in pain. I don't feel well. Someone I love is suffering. There's bad news in the world. And yet, in any given day, I can find 100 things to be grateful for, 1,000 things to be grateful for. And that leads me to this meditation practice. One of my favorite meditation practices is to just close my eyes, breathe, get settled for a moment in my body and my breath, come into my heart, and just call out everything that I am grateful for in this moment. And they could be the big things, they could be the little things, random things, anything that comes across my mind. It's very stream of consciousness, and I just allow that and I name it. Usually I do this as a silent practice, obviously, in my own mind, but I'm going to do it out loud for you just as a model, just so you can see and hear what it looks like to keep finding, naming more and more and more and more things that I'm grateful for. Right. And you can do this anywhere. You can do this when you're sitting, waiting for somebody, and it's literally, you can take this practice anywhere. Okay. I'm grateful that my eyes can see the beautiful Japanese maple tree outside my window and the amazingly bright red colors of its leaves. I'm grateful the sun is shining today. I'm grateful the air temperature warmed up from the cold this morning and is perfect walking weather right now. I'm grateful for my morning cup of coffee. I'm grateful that my body works. In most ways, my body works. I'm grateful that the challenges I have physically, I also have the resources to deal with and to learn and do what's needed to help myself heal. I'm grateful I got a nice haircut today. I'm grateful for clean water to drink. I'm grateful for my heart beating. I'm grateful for my hands, which can feel and touch and hold. I'm grateful I still have enough strength in my hands that I can open a jar and grip something and hold some weights to lift to get strong. I'm grateful for books. I'm grateful I started reading a new book today that I'm enjoying. I'm grateful I have the opportunity to teach. I'm grateful for computers and Wi-Fi and Zoom and all these amazing modes of connecting with other people throughout the world. I'm grateful for music. I'm grateful my children at this moment are healthy and safe. I'm grateful my parents live right nearby and I can spend time with them. So grateful. I'm grateful my sister arrived back home safely from a travel experience she had and that I'll be seeing her tomorrow. I'm grateful for the gift of being able to teach young people and just loving their hearts and minds. I'm grateful for the blessing of clients and getting to be part of their life and journey. I'm grateful for all that is unseen and mysterious in the world that I will never know or understand, but have faith in. I'm grateful I can see in color. I'm grateful for dreaming. I'm grateful for blueberries and almond milk. I'm grateful to have so many friends and such loving family and support. I'm grateful for my inhale. I'm grateful for my exhale. I'm grateful for yoga. I'm grateful for gratitude practice itself and how it makes me feel. I'm grateful that Thanksgiving is coming up and all of my children and their partners will be home with me. I'm grateful to be planning travel for the summer and researching things that excite me for hiking and nature and beauty. For all of these things and for so many more things unnamed in this moment, I am so, so, so deeply grateful. I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful for the gift of this day. May I use it wisely. May I not take for granted the gift that it is. I pray for myself and for all the people I care about and for all beings everywhere to be safe, to be happy, to be healthy, to be free, to have peace. Kenyi Hiratson, may it be the will of the universe. So that is what a gratitude practice might look like. I don't know how long I was doing that. Sometimes I sit for 2 minutes, sometimes I sit for 10 minutes, and I open up my heart and I really allow myself to absorb and immerse in what a blessing it is, how much there is to be grateful for. And it's not a denial of challenge and hardship and things in the world that are of concern, but it is wiring me towards participating with that world and with those challenges in a way that comes from positivity, right? Comes from that. So I hope this is helpful for you. Um, you know, Gratitude is known to be one of the strongest predictors of happiness. So I hope that this contributes to your happiness. Um, Again, I am so grateful for you. I'm grateful that you take your time to, engage with me in these videos and to sometimes reach out back to me and leave me feedback and comments. I always appreciate that. I do this because I love, love, love this work and love to share it with you. So thank you for receiving. Thank you for receiving. Wishing you a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I'll see you again soon.